Hey everybody, so today what we're going to do is we're going to show you how to install a fan, a replacement fan for the bathroom fan that we have. The bathroom fan we have is kind of
It's starting
cheap.
to go.
Yeah, it's starting to go. So yeah, you leave it on and then all of a sudden it just shuts off randomly. I think it's probably the switch, probably easy fix, but the fan doesn't really work that well anyway. And sometimes if, say, there's smoke in the rig and we want to get it out, it'd be nice to have two really nice fans to draw out all the air. And so the fan
and the moisture too.
The fan I got, I'll put a link in the description below and show you exactly. You can take that link and go there. If you buy it, we get a little bit of a money. It doesn't cost you anymore, but it helps us out in the long run. Helps us to keep this channel, helps us to keep this content going. All right, so we're going to show you what we had for a fan, and then I'm going to show you, I'm going to unbox the fan and show you exactly what we got to do the job. All right. Okay, so I'm going to do some unboxing of this new fan we got to replace the old one in the RV. I'm going to check it out and see exactly. I haven't opened it, which is probably not a good idea. We've had it for a while. We're learning that that's not a good thing to do, but I wanted to give you the full unboxing of this fan. That's going to replace it. Some operating instructions here. What to do, how to install it, that kind of thing. I recommend watching this video. Learn how to install it. Alright, there it is. All in one nice little neat package. Flip it over here. Molly wants to see what's going on. You're going to want this foam covering probably. Nicely protected. Alright. Oh, that's what goes up through. So, this is designed to go in any 14.5-inch opening. Most openings on all of your RVs are that. So if you have a bathroom fan or something like that, maybe even if you have a skylight on your RV, this will actually fit into that skylight. And sometimes manufacturers are smart enough to actually pre-wire and put a 12-volt right to that. So when you take down from just the skylight thing, you just take it down, the little molding that goes around it, you'll find some wires behind there. If not, you may have to just run off a nearby light, 12-volt light, and go from there. But yeah, this is 12 volts. You can run it off a light. The only problem is if you had it somewhere where there was a skylight and you wanted to run it off a light, you'd have to have the light switch on in order for the fan to run. That's the only thing. So that probably wouldn't be a very good application in like a bedroom or something like that. If you had to leave the lights on, that wouldn't be good when trying to sleep. So, so here's the fan itself. And then this is nice because what this does is this takes up the gap in the old fan, and I'll show you, didn't have this covering. Okay, so it wasn't able to, it didn't take up the gap. I had to actually put tape in there to take up the covering because it was basically the whole roof area and the insulation and everything was exposed, and I didn't want that, so I taped it all up. This actually gives you a thing that actually goes up there. All right, and then this is going to be the screen for the fan underneath. Right there. This is what is going to be exposed to you. And this is going to fit like that. Okay? So that's going to go up inside. Going to go up on the roof and peel off all the butyl tape and all the Dicor and take the old one off, and then this one's going to go on hinged towards the front of the rig. Okay, this fan here is kind of nice because this one here can actually run and exhaust fumes with this down. Okay, so that's really nice. That's what I wanted. The remote I stuck somewhere here. Now supposedly, I don't see it though. I thought it had a wall mount. All right, time out here. So it did not come with a wall mount for the remote. So I just kind of wanted to show you what I did instead. So this actually had a switch on here, the original switch. I took that off, and I took the wires, I just put them inside the wall, and of course there was a hole left there. So I bought a blank light switch cover, and just put it in with some regular screws into the wall, and then I put this 3M strip here that you can get that can actually be easily removed. Okay, and I put that on the battery cover on this one. Okay, and then you can just take it and you can just stick it right up there. Just push it against the wall and it stays. So there. That is the solution for that. Alright, back to the video. Alright, so this is just basically your hot wire and your ground wire. And there's actually 2 wires up there, live wires up there, that I can hook this into. And yeah, so I'll cut that in, I'll wire that in. It'll make it easier than trying to work over my head. I'll wire it in up on the roof, and then that will be all set. We'll put some butyl tape around here. I believe that's what this is. Open. Yeah, this stuff's not cheap, if I remember right. And you have to get like 50 feet of it. So, what that's for, I do not know. Some sort of a scraper or something. But, yeah, so your tape that will go on. Nice, sticky. And that will go on right on here. And then I'll peel this white tape off. I saw a guy on a video put the tape on, and he didn't peel the paper off. You got to peel the paper off so it has sticky on both sides. So make sure you do that. All right. So that. Oh wait, one more thing. This is my box full of, well, not full of, but that's my die core, I hope, in here. Yep. 2 tubes of die core. That should be plenty enough to go around this whole thing.
Plus we already have one full one too.
We have another full one too. Yeah, exactly.
Always carry extra.
Yeah, excellent. All right. All right, so we just got 4 screws in here that we have to take off. The new one goes up there with 4 screws, and they actually give you screws with white heads.
Just like this one?
Yep, just like these are. Except they're a little beat up because they've been in and out so much. But as you can see, this fan is a lot smaller than the one we're going to put in.
Yeah, we need to clean up in there
and
first.
Look at that.
Or that whole thing coming out.
All this dust that goes up in there because it can't escape fast enough. That's one of the big things too. With the one we have, it's going to be able to be opened up, and then all this dust will accumulate like this. This is crazy. So as you can see right here, these 2 wires and these 2 wires. So you got your hot, okay, and you got your negative right here. So your positive is the red, and the negative. So I'm just going to unhook these 2 and those 2, and then I'm going to twist them together, and then they're going to go in the proper fitting connector. So that's how that's all going to work. And as you can see, I had to put all this tape around here,
the black tape,
which I won't have to do on the new one because of the fact that it has its own shield, as you might expect. Now, I don't know if I said these are 14.5-inch openings. Okay, I have to take this off. They put these little things on here, little blocks, to make this fan work somehow. For some reason, they had to put those in. So I got to take all this tape out, take those 2 blocks out, and then this is a 14.5-inch opening from stud to stud, like that. Okay, got some stuff I got to take down here. All right, so I'll pull all this off. You got to be careful not to rip the roof. This has been stuck on there for a while, and it potentially could peel off your ceiling. I did a video on this showing people what to do on this. Was it the best fix? Probably not, but it definitely did work. With this fan. Okay. All right, so I pulled the fan down out of the way so we could access everything a little bit easier here. When I cut the wires, what happened was, you cut these 2 wires, they were separated. I put them together now, but they were separate. And when I did that, the actual thermostat for the air conditioner and all that went off. And the air conditioner shut off. As soon as I clipped the wire, I was like, that was weird. So what it is basically, that's why these 2 here, there's 2 and 2, because it's basically a continuated circuit. That's all it is. So when I hook these back up like this, it now works. The thermostat works, the air conditioner will go on, and all that. So now that I've cut them, I want to protect them until I get a chance to hook the new wires for the new fan, and I just want to keep them from touching one another. So I'll put these wire nuts. I've decided to just go with electrical wire nuts instead of the butt connectors, because I'm going to have, if I did the butt connector, you kind of have to have the same amount of wire on each side. They don't differentiate. There's one big on one side and small. They're the same size. So because I'm going to have more wire on this side than I will on the other side, I just decided to go with these. It's going to be just as good, if not better. If it's good for houses, it's good for this. This wire here, all this does is come from this switch. And what I'll do is I'll remove the Max Air fan switch, and then we'll take some, what's that stuff called?
We'll do command strips.
The command strips. We'll do command strips.
The hanging ones.
Right.
Yeah.
So the thing coming out of the wall is only going to be like a little hole with this wire coming through it. And then the command strips will cover right over that, and we'll be able to put our remote control right on the wall. All right. So there's that. And yeah, let's continue going. I got to take this off. Looks like I got one more piece of black tape. But you can see right now, see, this is all open to your insulation and everything like that. It's all open to the rig. So they had this originally with nothing on here, and anything you sucked up there could go into the roof and then come down and different areas of the rig. And it was actually doing that. You could actually smell the bathroom smell in the rest of the rig because it was sucking air into there. So yeah, so that's why I covered that all up. But like I said, the new one has a plastic shield, so we don't have to worry about that. All right, we are good to go. I'm going to basically go up on the roof now. I'm going to take this off here. This is that little block that they put in there for some unknown reason. I'm not sure why.
Just to make it fit, I think.
I guess.
That's a long screw.
Yeah.
Baby.
Kind of has to be, but.
I know, but that's good.
Let's see if this will fit. It'll actually fit a square tip. It'll actually work better with a square tip.
That's what I was wondering.
Yep.
We should have plenty of those.
Yep, that's a nice square tip right there. That'll actually work better with these than just a regular Phillips. Phillips will work, but not quite as good as the square tips. Number 2, I believe. It's a number 2, I believe, square. But. I decided to test this before we got it all up there, and then decided it didn't work. So turn this on. All right.
Here we go. Oh, it's nice and quiet.
That's so you got to in and out, so you can actually suck air in if you want to suck air into the rig. If it's cool out, you want to suck some air in, or you can have it go out. Okay. And there's different speeds, I'm sure, but I don't have actually. That's gonna make it open.
Nice. Nice. That's actually gonna go outside.
All right. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hit the in button. It'll stop. It'll stop the fan. It'll slow the fan down and then reverse direction.
Oh, cool.
It's pretty wild.
Yeah.
You also have a rain sensor too, right there, RS. So rain sensor, so that if you have it open and it starts to rain, it'll actually shut automatically. So
like our
that's
other
good
one.
too.
Our other one does.
Yep.
In the kitchen.
And there's a little fuse here in case something happens and it blows. You can replace this fuse. So yeah, it works great.
All right.
Let's get it up there.
Alrighty, let's go.
All right, so this is what you're going to need. So when you go up on the roof, I had a pocket knife to cut the ends off the die core. I used 3 tubes, about 2.5 tubes actually, of die core to do the job. You're going to need a putty knife. I'll have to clean that up some more. Get a nice wide putty knife. Heat gun, of course. Extension cord. Adhesive remover, 3M adhesive remover, works really good. Set of bits for your drill, for your screwdriver, of course your screwdriver, and then a caulking gun, and a nice set of gloves, and of course you're going to need your die core and all your screws and everything like that to put it all on. So yeah, that's what you're going to need. Hope that helps you out. All right, it's really hot up here, so I'm wearing this hat here to keep some of the sun off. Luckily, Amy, you're kind of in the shade a little bit.
A little bit.
Right. So you're gonna need a really nice quality putty knife and a heat gun to warm this stuff up. It's pretty sticky, so you gotta warm it up to get it off. So let's see what we can do.
You're gonna see my shadow. We're competing with the cicadas, as well as a few dogs next door.
That's true.
So, just saying.
You want to try to be as careful as you can not to cut the roof. Let's turn the heat down.
It's flying and I almost fell over. That would have been funny.
Kind of helps that it is warm today. Doing this in a cold region would not be quite as fun.
That's our new neighbors. I'm trying to figure out how many dogs. Sounds like 3. At least 2. I've only seen 1 dog though. Big old and cute dog. Very sweet looking. Oh, look at you, babe.
Yeah, the trick is to just get like the edges, get underneath this here, like this, and then just start to peel it. The guy that I watched the video on, it took him 45 minutes to do this. So I don't think it's going to take me 45 minutes to do this.
Did he have a heat gun?
He had a heat gun, but he didn't do this. You got to get the sides done first. Right. That way it peels up like this.
Right, and that way you can use the side of the fan to peel it up with a putty knife rather than just pulling it.
Yeah. Makes it pretty easy. You do it right. See that?
Oh,
that's one whole side all done already. Took me probably a couple minutes. That's it.
Yep.
Done. Alright. So I'll continue doing this, and then when I get it all taken off, we'll show you the rest. We'll come back. Just turn it to cool. Whatever yours does, make sure you put it on cool and let it run for a little bit. It really saves these things. It keeps the longevity of these things. If you just turn them off hot, it'll ruin them. So mine's been running for a while. We'll shut it off. All right, so I got that all off. It took 14 minutes to do that. Not bad. We'll just pull all these screws out. You don't have to worry about getting all the stuff out of the head.
Or maybe you do.
It'll naturally move out of the way. Press it into the screw. I mean, it helps if you dug it all out, but I'm not going to waste time digging all the heads of the screws out from the die core. Some of these screws they put in here, they really buried them in deep. I don't think you need to do that. If you do that, it like warps the. See how this one didn't even hit? It's completely missed. They missed the little nub here. There's a little knob right there. They're supposed to put the screw in. They put it in over here. It just caught the edge of the.
Ah, that was a total miss, wasn't it?
A total miss.
I went. Oh.
You got it just by the edge, a little bit.
I see that. Yeah, sorry, you might not be able to see that from a shadow.
Not good. Just take time and care to put the screws in. That's all I ask. Okay, we're going to need to free this up a little bit, all the way around. It's got butyl tape under there.
He's just carefully doing this, prying it up so as not to ruin anything. Oh, yummy.
It's all going in the bathroom.
Of course it is.
That's why I brought up some adhesive remover. Take off some of the. It's not bad though. Got cut a little bit right there, but that's all underneath.
Yep, that won't matter, and that could have already been there.
Yeah. I'm gonna just basically take this stuff and kind of spread it out. But it's good. I mean, there's nothing wrong with this butyl tape. All right, now that we got most of the butyl seal, the factory stuff off, we're going to put the new fan right next to the hole and wire up the wires here. So this is the red, so we're going to take the red. And what I'll do is when I get down there, I'll actually put some tape around these wire nuts. But these work great. Twist them on there really nicely. Perfect size. Yellow seems to work the best. And then I'm going to hook up my white one. Make sure you don't drop them down the hole.
No wire nuts down the hole.
No, because then you'll be chasing them.
We're going to need the butyl tape next, correct?
I need the butyl tape next, exactly. Alright, now we're going to put this butyl tape on. I'll start, let's see, where is the hinge? Hinge is on this side. That's going to be facing the weather. So I'll start on this side.
Alright, sorry, I have to move back a little bit.
In the middle.
I think I need to stand up for a second.
And then to go around the corner. You have to peel off the paper.
Now, let me just tell you, Scotty's pretty much an expert at this kind of stuff.
Yeah. Working on cars for 27 years.
Plus. He always says 27, but it was way longer. Just he didn't do it full time for longer than 27 years. But he always helped out people, and you know, if his friends needed help working on the cars, he would help out. So
Exactly.
even up till what, like 2 years ago?
Yeah.
Seriously. So he's getting that on really nicely. That's what he does. You're gonna run into a problem with your wires.
Yeah, I know. See that.
You want to put it on the other side, or move the fan over here?
I got it.
You got it? All right.
Figure it out.
The color white's so much better than that black gooey junk. Just saying.
Not that you ever see it.
No, but it doesn't make as big of a mess. I mean, I look at that, and that's just a mass of black. Whereas if it was white, you wouldn't see it. I don't know. Just a preference. All right. Good job.
Okay. So that.
So if anyone needs any butyl tape, let us know, because we have lots extra.
All right. We're going to go hinge side towards the front. Center it in the hole. It's a much thicker edge too to this fan.
Yeah.
It's a much thicker edge. That's nice. Of course, the screws are going to pull it down some too.
Yep. They're in a different spot.
All right. This is a Phillips. I'm going to use an extended head because there's hinges back here. It goes through a small hole with the screw. We start out with all 4 corners. Don't have to be super tight.
You can always go back. Do you want your pad, your knee pad? You good?
Good right now.
Okay.
It's pretty good. I can actually see the butyl tape
Pressing
press
down?
that around.
Excellent.
Yeah.
You know that's what you want. We did choose to use the screws that came with it. They were the same size and everything as the last fan.
They look a little nicer. They look
Yeah.
like stainless steel screws.
So.
But I'm not sure what they are. Don't quote me on that.
It's a guess. It's a guess.
That's a guess. Yeah, look at that butyl. You can see the butyl tape squeezing out.
Yeah, it
so
is. It's excellent.
You know, you got
You
it.
can see from the shadows I'm getting, but.
All right.
Okay, we'll come back when we're done.
All right, so after you get all the screws in, which I just did, I'm going to clean up around with this 3M adhesive remover. You can probably use alcohol if you want. I just think the adhesive remover works a little bit better. Gets off some of the old butyl seal, and but you're going to cover most of it with the die-core anyway. So, all right. This is probably all my sweat here. So this comes in a spray. It also comes in a can too. You can get it either way. I like the spray. Alright, I'm going to start putting the die-core on here now. Start up putting on the... I cut a pretty big hole so it comes out fairly fast. It doesn't really matter how fast it comes out. Definitely get it on the screws. We'll go around like this and do one whole layer around here. That. Right next to the... Oh shoot. Oh, it's not touching it. I want to make sure it's not touching
The black part?
the black part, yeah.
Yeah, just be very careful.
It's not though.
It's not. You are correct. Now you'll be able to see better.
Yeah. So I'm going around here with a second layer, and I'm just really lathering it on really heavy. As you can see. Alright, I have to switch tubes, but that's how you do it. Just go around, and then come back here, and
Okay.
go back around here.
No,
And there's a hinge. Let me see this.
I'm shadowing it.
the hinge right here, I had to go over the top of the hinge. I may have to put in extra because there's like holes that go inside the hinge for the screws, but I went right over the top of that hinge, and the water won't go down through there with the butyl tape and that. I'll put a little bit of extra on there. I just don't want the hinge when this folds up to touch it. So I don't think it will, but yeah, that's pretty much it. You're just going to keep going around until you get a nice layer of the die core. All right.
I'll show you when it's done.
All right, we're almost done. Alright, so I put the inner shield up. As you can see, there's still a gap that has to go up further. This actually goes inside here, actually quite a bit, so you got some room to play with. So I just measured this here in the back, and then because it's a little bit different in the front for some reason, don't know why. Anyway, it could be the curvature of the roof or something, I'm not sure. But anyway, so I just measured both, and then what I did is I transferred those lines onto the thing where I'm going to actually cut it. Okay, so I'll cut that. I marked this on the front, so if we ever take it down, we can put it back up. I put rear on here, and yeah, but that's nice. It goes up inside there. Another thing I got left to do, I got to put some black tape on these wires here. Oh, I got to put some black tape on these wires here. Just tape them up real good before I throw them up there. All right. All right, so I wrapped some tape around those nicely. Okay, and I actually turned it on. It's really, really quiet. I don't know if you can even hear that. It's so quiet. I'm sure there's different speeds, but I got to get the remote and try all that. But yeah, this is great. All right, the way I'm going to cut this is the only way I have right now to cut it. I don't even kind of have a zip tool or anything like that, so I'm going to use a hacksaw. That's going to take a little bit more finagling around here to cut it, but I'm going to show you what I'm going to do. I've already started one. I'm going to start this side. So I'm just going to follow the line. I'm going to start in the corner. Once I get it started, then I can just push down like this, and she cuts pretty easily. It really does cut pretty easily. Do the same thing here. What it does is having it on the picnic table here, it gives you something for it to rest on, and it just gives you, and you put your hand in here like this, and you can push down and cut it.
There you go. A little rough, but
It's a little rough, but all you do is take a knife.
Oh, sorry, Mom.
And you just go like that. Takes off all the, and just do it on the inside.
You're never going to see this. It's up inside, so you never see it. If it's not straight, it doesn't really matter. They leave this long for you, which I'm glad they do, because otherwise, you know, if someone had a different designed roof, they would need more length probably. So it's good that they leave extra room, extra length. All right, not too bad. All right, let's go in and fit it up there. Where's those little white screws?
In the box, I'm gonna get them for you.
All right.
And we'll head inside.
All right, so I got this all cut. We're gonna stick it up here now. I tucked my wires up in there nicely. And I'm just gonna put it right up in there. Nice. Look at that. Fits perfect.
All right, good job, babe.
Fits perfect, perfect. All right, what is this? Just a little bit of
Dust or something.
little smegma on the side. Oh yeah, a little dust. All right. I'm gonna put it up there. Just be careful you don't go too much. You don't want to strip it out. Just leave this almost to the easiest thing. There you go. All right, and this also comes with an extra fuse too. So if you have to replace this fuse up here, it comes with that.
Really
So
cool.
we'll have to keep that somewhere. But what a great installation this is. Fits perfectly behind this molding.
Yep.
And everything. So that's great. And also, when you look up here, you can actually see the words upright. So out, in, rain sensor, all that. You can read it. All right, now, so I'm going to test the rain sensor. As you can see, I have the rain sensor on. I'm going to go up top and throw some water on it and see if she closes. All right, as you can see, the fan is wide open here. I'm going to put some water right on this little sensor here and see if it closes. Look at that. It works. Okay. And if she hits open, it'll open up for you. All right, it opens up, even though there's rain still on here. I'll just wait.
I had to turn the rain sensor off.
You did? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
There you go. That's how you do it. You turn the rain sensor off, and then you can put it back up.
Yeah.
All right. I thought it was going to be upside down.
All right. And we all have to
That's
do-
good there. So come on in here. Let me show you what I'm going to do here. We'll take this off the wall.
Molly, what are we doing? Molly's like, what is that noise? What are we doing? What are we doing, Molly? What are we
This
doing?
wire I'm just going to shove in here. We don't need it.
And the rest of it's hanging up here, so you can always
rest
pull
of it's
it
in
back
there if anybody ever needs it.
Mm-hmm.
It's right there. Okay. I don't think anybody's going to want to put a factory fan back in there. If they do that, it's kind of would be crazy. So hopefully this is going to cover over most of the hole.
If not, we're gonna go get something that goes on the wall, some sort of plate. I think we might have to.
Yeah, we might get a little plate that goes on here. It's just a plain plate.
Yeah, just like I was.
Yeah, and then just stick this to
and
it.
then we'll stick that to it. That sounds good
Yeah.
to me. That's what we'll
That's
do.
what we'll do.
Yep.
All right. And let me just show you this. If I put this on, I can have it on. That's 100%. If I turn it down, okay, I'm going to turn it down. 90, 70. Yeah, 90, 30.
35. I like that. That's awesome.
And then
Remote control.
you got your fan off and on.
It's not
Okay.
just. I mean, before we had the fan on, fan off. That was it.
It says room temperature. It gives you the room temperature on there.
Whew, we had the AC off.
Yeah, we have the AC off. It's hot in here today. And then you can do Fahrenheit, centigrade. Oh, you must have to hold it. Okay, up here's that's to raise the hood up, pull it down, turn the rain sensor on. Okay,
Yep, works for me.
and you can really read it. The LED is really nice.
Yeah, it is.
You can really read it nicely. You might not be able to see it much on the camera, but
Sorry, I'm trying to get it.
very nice. And you can tell it's very quiet. I'm gonna raise it up now.
Just a little bit.
Yeah, I'll raise it up a little bit because I don't want to touch my.
There we go.
You just touch it again, and see how quiet that is. That's not even all the way up yet.
No.
So, but if
we're
I
not gonna
put
do it.
the fan up, that's 0. That's 30. Okay, so you hit the fan. That's on, off and on, and then plus 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100.
That's whizzing.
And then if the hood's all the way up, that's gonna, that's
Be less
gonna be
noise.
less noise.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I don't want to put it all up because I don't
We
know
want
if
the
it's gonna
dicor to kind of
touch the
cure it a little
dicor,
bit.
yeah. But yeah,
Awesome. What a great job you did, babe.
that's great. That's a great fan. I really, we'll see how this works as far as, well, the battery should last very long on it. If you see this video and it's a year old, ask me in a year how the batteries are on this because I won't know for a while.
Right.
But if it eats batteries or whatever. But other than that, it seems like it's going to be a great fan.
Yeah,
Okay.
you can turn
And
it
like I said, I'll put a link below so that you can buy that same fan on Amazon using our link.
And it wasn't that expensive.
No, it wasn't that bad at all. And it's
Like around 130.
this fan, it's basically, I hate to say the other name, the maximum fan. It's I would say just as good. I saw the reviews. Actually, the other fan got worse reviews. If you want to really know the truth.
Less positive.
This got really good reviews, and for I'm just gonna say half or
the
maybe
price,
even
at least, maybe less than
maybe
half.
even less than half. Like I can't remember what the.
I think it's around 130. Around
Yeah,
130,
yeah.
which
I
is
mean, it's
really
unreal
good.
too, and you have the rain sensor. And
Can we
so,
shut the thing?
Yeah. Yep. You shut it down.
Trying to cool the rig back down.
Put it down.
Not pull the air out.
And then shut the fan off at the middle button. It just shuts the fan right off. So if you come in here, you
And
want to
there
hit the
it is.
fan.
You can see it's off.
Yeah.
That's gonna be okay.
That is so nice.
At least I can clean the fan easier now.
Yeah, it's really tinted, so you're not getting a lot of light coming through. That's the light coming through.
Right.
Most of the light's coming from the
Right,
shower one.
yeah.
I kind of wish the shower one was tinted like that. Yeah.
But anyway.
Anyway, it's been a great video, and if you have any questions, leave comments below. All right, have a great day, and see you on the road.
Call it a day and celebrate. Let's celebrate.